Back into the far corner, battle for it. Haley Tulo picks it up. Trying to get out of the defensive zone is Mackenzie Moss. Gets taken away from her, and now Tulo has it once again. Trying to slow things down. A bad pass. Hannah Luckman all alone. She scores! Hannah Luckman makes it 3-0 Eagles. Back towards the blue line. VDO tries a shot. Wobbling puck. The rebound chance. And a beautiful save from Eve Stone. Boy, how did she get a piece of that one? It looked like it was a great opportunity for McCavakis. 18 seconds to go. To the far side, Vanda Noodler. Her try gets blocked. A beautiful sliding block at that time by Bailey Feeney. Single season post history. Goes around the boards. We'll get more of those records later, but it's too good of a moment now. As there's a shot on goal. Another tremendous save. Hannah Saunders, take a bow, keeps it at 1-0. A full 2 minutes of a 5-on-3 power play for LIU. Taking a look at the roster that Pat Bingham is sending out there. It's Karis Kale, Maddie Noonan, and Angeline Pitter, the three. Normal first unit power play group for LIU out there as well. They win the faceoff. Anna Fairman, now to the far side. It's Waller, back to Fairman. Bree Eade. Eade fires away but misses the net. I actually think Maddie Noonan got her stick on it. Post trying to keep that triangle formation defensively as Fairman fires one, and it got deflected wide by Ryan Kearns in front of the net. 1:36 to go on the two-man advantage. Into that left slot, Wallner looking for a lane, back to Fairman, to the far end now, or near end, and back to Fairman. Switch places to Fairman and Eade. Now across the slot, one-timer, beautiful save. Oh, what a save from Hannah Saunders. Rebound still loose, now to the other end. Anna Fairman driving towards the net. She takes a shot, rebound is loose. Another try, they score! Jeannie Wallner with the goal. Second chance opportunity, and it's 3-1 Eagles. Her team leading 12th goal, 23rd point of the season. We were talking about it earlier. Jeannie Wallner, she had a tough stretch there. 1 goal in 11 games, but as of late, it's back to on fire. 3 points in last night's game against the ice broken for the Sharks today. Still 1:11 to go with a woman advantage. It's now a 5-on-4 as Wysocki is out of the penalty box. Called a power play goal for Jeannie Wallner. It's her 3rd power play goal of the season as well. Substitution issue going on. Something's going on with the LIU bench and the referees, but seems like they've gotten it sorted out. Almost. Now they've gotten it sorted out. Ryan Kearns wins that faceoff in replacement of Jeannie Wallner. And now they're right back into the offensive zone. Still on the power play. Post trying to clear, but couldn't clear the defensive end. A good keeping by Fairman. Along these near boards. A couple of battles for it. Danny Amons has it. Let's see if she can just clear it down the ice. Gets tied up in that near corner. Pitter tries to help her out. Couldn't do so. Now Maggie Culp. Culp behind the net. Around the boards it goes. Wallner gets taken down hard. Good defensive play. Believe that's Danny Amons. No, it's Julia Wysocki who laid her out. Now Rowan Ringer, shorthanded in the offensive zone. Not a whole lot of help as Post is going for a change. One against the world, and eventually it does get taken away from her. Babington makes a woman miss on the other end. Entering the offensive zone, 1 against 3. Does have some help behind her. Don't know if she noticed it. Puck almost got taken away from her. Wysocki ties her up. Less than 15 seconds left on the power play. Not great, but could have been worse if you're Post. The power play goal for Jeannie Wallner, and hey, it's not over just yet. Now it is. Out of the defensive zone it goes, and we're back to even strength. So all things said and done, a 3-1 lead for Post after the 2-man advantage, and then the man advantage for Long Island University. Less than 10 minutes left in the period. 1 for 3, by the way, are the Sharks today with the woman up. 8:05 left to go. A good cover-up from Saunders there. And what's really unfortunate about that part is that Saunders made a spectacular sliding save during that first 5-on-3 on a pass across the slot to Jeannie Wallner. Denied her first chance, and then it was the rebound shot that got through. Either way, it's time for our media timeout. 8 minutes to go in the second period. It's 3-1 Eagles. Post working with a 3-1 lead, a little over halfway through this second period, but it was 3-0 not very long ago, and it's been mostly Long Island in this second period, at least on the stat sheet. Post was able to win that faceoff, couldn't clear the defensive zone, however. Kale picks it up behind her net. Bank pass, not out of the zone. Fairman looking for a shot, finds it and gets deflected away from the netting. Believe that was off a Long Island skate. Trying to once again get out of the defensive zone is Post University, but that forecheck has come alive for Long Island. Here's the downside of that. Amons with a shot, and Abby Thompson was able to kick that one in the corner. Amons once again. Actually, that's Jody Rose. Jody Rose, that shot got blocked. Farberman has it on her stick, working against two different Long Island Sharks. Sends it into the slot, but no one is there at the high slot to collect it. Coming the other way, Kerrigan Umferville content to just send it in deep behind the netting of Saunders. Actually, a pretty close race for it. Bree Eade almost won that race, but getting it out of their zone is Post, only temporarily. Babington has it. Kale takes it away. No one really able to get set up. Finally, Long Island will just reset things. 6:51 left. 3-1 game. 2 goals in the first period for Post. They started the second with a bang, but then 3-1. Into the slot goes Tristan Curry, and her shot, well, she never got that shot off. Curry once again, and that time it's gloved down by Thompson. Boy, at first, a great play defensively from Jeannie Wallner, not allowing the shot on goal to Tristan Curry. But how about Curry staying with her chance and made it a tough shot for Abby Thompson to save. Faceoff comes to Thompson's left. It's the second line out there for Post University, led by Timmery Grom. Doesn't win that faceoff in the dot, but able to keep it in her offensive zone. Now the battle for it. Babington comes away. Oh, look at this equipment malfunction. That was interesting. Timmery Grom and Kristen Kiggin got their helmets stuck together. I've never seen that one before. There's a first for everything, and you see something new every day. And you know, you don't really see that issue often in the NHL. They don't wear the same face masks that the women do here, but boy, didn't really think that was possible even. I'm looking around for confirmation. No one's really giving me any, so hey, it is what it is. Interesting stoppage there. You know, yesterday in the first period of their game over on Long Island, I believe a door opened just kind of by a ghost in the first period randomly. It was the Zamboni door, I think. They needed to stop the game for like 30 seconds there as well. Either way, a good face-off win for the Eagles, and Sajal Desai just trying to reset things behind the net of her own goalie Saunders, and tough pass there goes into the netting. Another point you got to make is differences between, you know, NCAA men's, NCAA women's, NHL, all the different leagues. That's a penalty in the NHL. If you just throw it up into the netting out of play like that, boy, there are so many plays like that here in the NEWHA. And definitely intentional, a good rule that's not a penalty, rather just a face-off in this conference. Long Island in their own end. Peyton O'Neill, just kind of a blind bank pass, does find a teammate, Ashley Morrow. Morrow almost had it taken away. Hannah Luckman aggressive. Final 6 minutes of the second period. Grace Babington, offensive zone, easily kicked down by Saunders. Second period has definitely been more on the side of Long Island University. Here in the second, only 6 shots on goal for Post. Compare that to 9 for Long Island. It's also 10 face-off wins as opposed to 8 for Post University. And, of course, 1 for 2 this period on the power play are the Sharks. They retain possession in their offensive end. Ryan Kearns has it, battling with Danny Amons. Amons falls down to the ice towards the blue line. Fairman, other end. Bree Eade. Good pivot from Eade there to get away from a defender. Tried a blind shot on goal, but actually hit a body, never reached the net. Out of the defensive zone it goes, now farther up the ice. Rowan Ringer with a little bit of a breakaway. 2 women to beat. She takes the shot but deflects into the netting. Good defensive stick that time. It was Bree Eade once again. Boy, how many times have we said her name tonight? Both offensively and defensively for Bree Eade. Second line defender out of Bell River, Ontario. Tie up on the face-off. Goes Long Island's way. See Post line up that forecheck, and they try to get possession of the puck, but aren't able to do so. Now a 2-on-1 forming the other way. Maggie Culp with some help. Culp tries to pass it to her teammate. Trickling, bouncing puck, and Saunders makes the save. Another beautiful sliding save for Hannah Saunders, and one of the nation's best is at it tonight. Jody Rose back into the offensive zone, trying to keep that momentum going for Post, but Thompson covers it up instead. Boy, back and forth go these two teams, both goalies having very good nights, but it's been Hannah Saunders this second period, sliding and diving all over the place to make the stops. Face-off coming in Post's offensive zone. They got their first line out there, third line defense pairing. It's also the first line for LIU on both ends. Once again, that face-off win advantage growing for LIU in the second period. A hard collision. Boy, both players got blown up. Good to see them back on their feet. Rowan Ringer and Kristen Kiggin ran into each other hard. On the other end of the ice, it's Ashley Morrow into the offensive end. Behind the net, trying to left for Anya Wildent. She couldn't handle it. Back around this end of the ice. Goes all the way behind the net. That's an icing. 4:05 left in this middle period. Boy, I haven't seen many harder hits than that in D1 women's hockey. Obviously unintentional. It looked like both of them didn't see the other one coming. And just head on head got blown up.